Hi guys, Tuber here with a new video. In this video, I want to talk about Elemental Shaman. And Elemental Shaman has been buffed. And we are playing a special build. A very special build. If it's not bugged. So we're playing with Volcanic Surge. And this is a build. I'm going to talk about it a bit further. Maybe at the end of the video a bit. It's not really a guide, but I'm still testing it out. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to start with a big right. Gonna start with a big lava burst. Boom, 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 boom. That's a lot of damage. Oh my days! Look, 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 look! And another one exploding. That. Oh my days! Oh my god! Please dispel. Okay. Oh my god, the damage. Oh my god, the damage. Guys, is this it? This is it. Oh, this is not damage. Worthless. Woo! That's a big... Why aren't we on the warlock? But I think we can kill him. Yeah. Guys. $111k lava burst. Our flame shock is a lot less than usual. We are critting, boys. We are critting. This is insane. Go for the lock. Please. Just go lock. Just go lock. Yeah. Good. Good idea. Just go lock. Yeah, the damage is quite impressive. I'm going to say that. Okay. Oh, they're going on the... Okay. That's a lot of damage. Oh my days. That's normal kill. That's normal kill. That's a kill. That's a kill. That's a kill. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh man, nobody followed up with a CC. That's unfortunate. Big damage. Big damage. Boys, this build is so fun, man. We're playing full haste, guys. Hey. At the end of the video, you get all the explanation behind the build. So we're playing full haste. Yes, there is a world where you can play full crit, but I find it so random. I do not like that. But we're playing full haste right now. We have little mastery. We only play with 2 sets, which is now resetting every single round. So that's pretty cool. I play with... We want to push the enemies. Yeah, okay. Yes, do not target me. Yes, do not target me. That's just fantastic. This is fantastic. A lot of damage. Oh, he's DC'd. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. Please get me the win. Boom. Let's go. Guys, I know it's not very representative with the gameplay. It is what it is, man. If we get wins, we just cash it in. But at the end of the video, we're going to explain the build. It's not like a build video, it's not a guide video, but I want to explain why it's that strong. And this is post buffs, so the buffs are applied for lava burst. Okay, so it is the end of the solo shuffle, but I'm still going to explain it, right? You saw it the first 2 rounds, nobody DC'd, it was pretty effective, although I don't understand why they didn't go for me, but that's a whole other discussion. That should not happen. But anyways, we have a good MMR jump though. So let's talk really well about the current buffs about Elemental Shaman. So Elemental Shaman got a few buffs on a few abilities that are very precisely the thing that needs to be buffed to actually give us some lethality. And by lethality, I mean you're dealing a lot of damage. And I think if you are actually not focusing on Elemental Shaman, you're doing your job really wrong. You see, the first round we did a lot of damage on Lava Burst, on Lightning Bolt, Earth Shock. We did also a lot of damage with Lightning Bolt on the second round, where I thought, okay, now I can I can really cast Lightning Bolt more often. And then you have your Lava Burst, which is not resetting whenever you're getting Lava Surge, so you have a 8-second CD times 2 charges. So you use your charges and then you're going to Lightning Bolt whenever you can. You're going to Frost Shock and you're going to Earth Shock, and also reapply those Flame Shocks. And you see, even at my 3rd round, the Affliction Warlock was trained. I understand why Warlock you should kind of go for him. It's easier to stop a Warlock because he's only having 1 school of spell, which is Shadow, and then you have like Soul Rot, but that doesn't really count. But you see, like, Lava Burst actually critting for 96k with a full haste build, which is around nature damage, not really around the fire damage build. So I'm going to show you my build. Lightning Bolt doing some great amount of damage. Our overloads, of course, also doing a lot of damage. And then just the usual things like Earth Shock, Flame Shock, and Primal Fire Elemental. Now let's talk about the build really quickly. And no, let's talk about the buffs. So I want to start with the bases. The buffs. So they got Lava Burst buffs to 12%. So it means that it will do 12% more damage. But you also have a 10% buff on Volcanic Surge. It was increasing the damage of Lava Burst by 45%, now it's 55%. So if you take those 2 things, so you take the PvP talent and the base buff that we got, it was a 22% buff, which is quite massive, let's be honest. The only thing that you're losing whenever, it's not really the only thing because it's really big, whenever you're playing with Volcanic Surge, your Lava Surge procs, which gives you instant Lava Burst, doesn't give you instant Lava Burst anymore. It gives you charges and buffs towards your Lightning Bolt, being able to cast it way faster, times 2, because it stacks 2 times. So it's actually very strong. Now, it also improves the damage on Lightning Bolt by 35%, which is in turn also improving your Stormkeeper's damage, which is your 2 set, and also your normal Lightning Bolt costs, which in turn is also going to be improved because of Surge of Power, which you're going to probably spam it whenever you can with your Earth Shocks. So you're going to do Earth Shock into a Lightning Bolt, Earth Shock into a Lightning Bolt, sometimes do Earth Shock with a Lava Burst because you feel like, okay, with Lava Burst I can do more damage because you have your Primordial Wave ready to go. That's also a good option. Also, every time I'm trying to do a Lava Burst, I try to do a Frost Shock to get that 20% buff Lava Burst damage towards your Lava Burst. So you're going to Lava Burst, so you're going to Frost Shock into like a Primordial Wave into a Lava Burst. It's going to do a lot of damage, just in general. And then you have also your Earth Shock into Stormkeepers. But it's not only the Volcanic Surge that the Lightning Bolt got increased. It was 31% increase in PvP, now it's 45%, so you got a 14% buff on Lightning Bolt, which is also pretty massive. Now, it's not only like roses and full of color, you have also some nerfs, which is 2 Skybreaker's Fiery Demise, which is going to increase now 25% critical strike chance to flame shock the dot damage, which is in turn going to lose a lot of like that pad damage feel. But that's why we're playing with Windspeaker's Lava Resurgence, which is a talent, was a legendary in Shadowlands, which was also one of my favorite legendaries ever for Elemental Shaman. I really disliked to play the Skybreaker's Fiery Demise legendary in Shadowlands, but it was meta. But right now, since it's got nerfed to 25% increased critical strike chance, but also the fire elemental was giving 33% faster ticks towards flame shock. Now it's only going to be, I think, 15%. Yes, it's going to be 15%. So it's a nerf, a pretty heavy nerf, to be honest, like 18% nerf towards the fast ticking dot of flame shock, which is going to effectively going to ruin the pad rot damage. But now as Elemental Shaman, you can play as a full-fledged caster that is there to do and to deal a lot of damage. Now there are a few things that you should keep in mind. Your Primordial Wave is going to increase your haste, which is quite nasty but also quite needed, because you're going to cast those lava bursts, you're going to cast those lightning bolts, you're going to cast a lot of spells that you have to cast. So getting like around 80% haste every time you're going to do a Primordial Wave is quite needed, and versus pets even more, right? But that's needed because you have to Lava Burst spam. And if they kick you on Lava Burst, the good thing is you still have your Lightning Bolt, you still have your Earth Shock, your Frost Shock. You have a lot of tools to actually get out of that problem of being kind of scared of doing Lava Burst spams. And since you have a lot of haste, you can actually afford to cast those Lava Bursts. The problem is if you're facing two meanies that are quite smart this round, they didn't have a choice because I don't have an Affliction Warlock. I really had a good soul shuffle there. They had to go for the Affliction Warlock most of the time. I think they had also an option to just go for me on the second round with the Warrior, but he didn't do that. But in general, you really want to be able to cast, so you have to kite a lot. And if you're not free casting, you're going to do a lot of damage with your Earth Shocks, Lava Bursts, and Stormkeepers whenever you have the opportunity to do so. But it's not always easy, right? So I recommend this build for the more experienced Elemental Shamans. I don't think it's a very noob-friendly build. I think it's way easier to play something like this, so the Lava build without Stormkeeper. It's a shame because it's Lightning Bolt got a buff, but you then just opt out of Volcanic Surge. You put, for example, Grounding Totem, you have Unleash Shield, Grounding Totem, and Sky Fury Totem. In general, you're going to have a lot more like of a safety net. I think I will also update the guide again. I'm very sorry, I made a guide that will be updated. I didn't know about the buffs before I made the guide, so it's a bit of a shame. But I think Windspeaker's Lava is the way to go right now. You can still play with Skybreaker's Sphere Fire Demise. It's still going to give you those fire elementals like 40 seconds, 50 seconds every go. You will have an Elemental Shaman. A fire elemental. Now, is it that needed to do like a lot of damage and to be able to win games? I don't think so. So I think being able to play around your lava bursts, a lot of lava surges with a lot of instant cast is probably the way to go for most elemental shamans that are maybe new or they don't want to really cast like, for example, Destruction Warlock or a Frost Mage, right? Even a Frost Mage doesn't really cost too much these days, like it's Iceland spams. But still, you can play with Windspeaker's Lava. I think I'm going to update it even. So you can check probably an updated guide, like probably this weekend, something like that. I'm going to be very, very short because all the information is quite the same as the guide that I made it, the updated one. But it will be like a new talent build and with a more in-depth explanation on how to survive as an elemental shaman. But anyways, this is pretty much the video I wanted to update because I feel like this build is actually very fun. If you play with Volcanic Surge and you are like someone that is actually playing Elemental Shaman like very often, you will be liking that build. I think that build gives a lot of opportunities, will give you a lot of wins that you probably would be surprised to win, because again, if you're free casting and you're going to free cast those lava bursts, you're going to free cast those Stormkeepers goes, or even your lightning bolts, because they are also hurting right now with Volcanic Surge and those buffs, I think it can really give you like a lot of perspective and a lot of fun towards those elemental shamans. I think elemental shaman is one of those like specs that have a lot of builds that you can have fun with. Now, I think the instant lava burst without without volcanic surge is probably the more meta way to play, because again, if you have like 2 minis on you and you cannot really cast, and if they know how to play, they're not going to let you cast. I think you have way more options by playing around instant cast instead of like having big casted spells that does a lot of damage. Now, that's a playstyle difference. You'll have to see for yourself. I'm playing for you guys, so if you want to subscribe to the channel to check those videos out, please do, so you can actually make up your mind about the casted build for elemental shaman. There's also a crit build out there that actually gives you like 150k's lava burst. That's also an option, but I think it's very greedy. It works in BGs, but I think in arenas, whenever you get like trained, I don't think it's like a very fun experience. But anyways, that is my take. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and of course to stay safe. We will catch each other probably very soon in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.